Well, Bob and Lyle, very welcome in Dordrecht. Yeah, it's been a year already, and 2 years in Dordrecht, but last year we were in Eindhoven. Long week for you?
Oh, long week. Thanks, one, for having us here in Dordrecht for OBUG in the JD Edwards Update 16. Great event we had today. Really capped off a pretty busy week for us. We were in the UK in Birmingham. Bob and I went to Paris, and then two other colleagues actually were in Germany today, and they're off to Spain after that. So yeah, we're just covering a little bit of Europe, bringing the latest news about JD Edwards.
Ah, okay. And how are Dutchmen different than the other ones in the UK and France, Bob?
Oh, great question. It's just a very intelligent group of users here based in the Benelux. Thank you.
The lunch was actually a lot better here, too.
Yeah?
It was.
We should tell the French.
Phenomenal, the lunch here.
Okay. We heard a lot about cloud, and it's already for a year, 2 years, cloud. What is your opinion how the public cloud could support the wholesale, the construction, etc., the companies in Europe, which are sometimes smaller than the big ones?
Yeah, I think cloud overall, running JD Edwards in infrastructure as a service gives our customers the ability to have a lot more agility, to sort of redefine how they view the data center. And what I mean by that is that we have a release out there, 9.2.1 is the latest release. And if customers wanted to quickly sample that, get a view of what it is, well, they can go to Oracle's public cloud marketplace and quickly provision a trial edition of that. So it's something they can quickly use, spin up within a couple hours, and then spin it down. And of course, that's free of charge, which is fantastic. And then, of course, they can start to use it for dev test environments. Again, quickly spin up a dev test environment, quickly spin it down. In those environments, those are paid environments, but you're only paying for what you use. And then ultimately, we see our customers, and we do have some today, that are going live on that infrastructure as a service. I don't know, Bob, did you want to talk a little bit about maybe the next layer up, how they can get value out of PaaS?
If we think about it, moving out of the data center and the infrastructure, we think about platform as a service, what's often referred to as PaaS. Some products in there that are just natural extensions of JD Edwards, such as Internet of Things cloud service or mobile cloud service. But then other products we're working with to really complement JD Edwards around document management, social management, collaboration, process cloud management. So a lot of those are just great extensions of JD Edwards for wholesale distribution, manufacturing distribution, construction, and so forth.
Yeah, so overall, the cloud for our customers is going to give them that agility and that ability to scale their operations, right, at a reasonable cost point.
Yeah. So start small, think big.
Yeah, start small, think big. I like that. Yeah, move fast.
Move faster. Talking about JD Edwards for the coming period, 1 to 3 years, what are the key development topics within that area?
Yeah, so I wouldn't want to gloss over what has just come out, because what has just come out, I think, is really breakthrough for our customers, and that is UX1. UX1 is a combination of a lot of what we've done recently in making our product a lot more intuitive, easy to use, embedding analytics. It's designed around a principle that we call alert, analyze, and act, and we see many users that use JD Edwards working in that mode of operation. So we've also pre-packaged up today 32 role-based application sets that really focus in on things such as a maintenance manager or somebody in AR, right, or AP, and really giving them just the things they need on the screen, a very intuitive and easy to move environment. Bob, do you want to add to that, of what we've got coming?
Well, if we stay with the UX theme, we think about, as Lyle said, we've had 32 roles. We're going to deliver probably over the next year close to 50 roles in total. We're going to add more form personalization capabilities, something we're calling light touch. Think about an application process within the bounds of JD Edwards. How do I simplify data into that process, right? How does the user interact with the JD Edwards system very simply and easily through an entire process? So continuing work, building out the UX component. We're also going to be making enhancements in the area of ERP. Customer-driven enhancements are very key for us. We'll be moving those in. We'll also be looking at areas like lease management, localizations, If we think about other technologies, digital technologies, how do we build those out going forward to further extend our Internet of Things capability, making JD Edwards more open with different types of service requests coming in, service requests going out. So think about JD Edwards as a complete and open platform. And then lastly, certainly cloud, right? Not the least of which is important. How do we automate even further what we've done in the cloud? One-click provisioning, lift and shift, those type of capabilities. So a lot of great work coming in the next year.
Yeah, so we've been really busy in the last year, and as we look forward to the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to be even busier.
Even busier, yeah. I've seen the screens today and also the demos, etc. The user experience is one major topic, which enhanced the user, etc. It gives the user more flexibility. Would you agree?
The other great thing there, though, not to cut you off, but the other great thing there that we really failed to mention is that environment is completely configurable, personalizable, right down to the individual. And you don't need IT to do that work. So while we've packaged up and delivered these roles, we've given you all the capacity to modify those or create your own roles as you see fit within your environment. And that's done through low-code or no-code set of citizen developer tools that really help you extend and find fit that solution to each individual user.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's also on the front end. Would you also agree that the functionality within JD Edwards is that already for years so much powerful that by changing the front end, it gives more opportunity to the users to get more benefit from the already existing applications?
Yeah, absolutely. So if it's easier to use, if it's more intuitive, we can actually extend the user community associated with JD Edwards. Instead of keeping it pigeonholed to maybe back office workers that are sitting in their cubes or power users, this really extends the capability to management, to the shop floor, mobilely out in the marketplace to sales reps or maintenance workers that are out there. So really extending the reach of the system. And actually it goes beyond the human users, and it goes beyond the interface layer, the user experience. It actually goes down into both the logic and the data layers, what we've been doing in terms of extending and exposing the solution. So today we can run in complete machine-to-machine environment with our Internet of Things orchestrator. So you could have signals coming in from plant, equipment, that sort of thing that's sensorized that will fire off whole processes within JD Edwards, and an end user doesn't even have to touch it.
Yeah, and as an end user, you need to focus on the data which is really relevant. So that's why all the others. Another topic. One of the JD Edwards guys from years on, John Shift, has left.
Yeah, I let John retire.
Yeah, he was allowed to go.
Yeah, John gave us so many great years of service, and frankly, I developed a very great friendship with him. He was absolutely a right-hand man, and he just came to me this year and he said, Lyle, I think we need to start working on my plan. I think it's time for me to just spend more time with some of my passions. Not that he's completely out of the loop. Some people may
one of his passions was JD Edwards, or not?
Oh, it was, but it's his personal passions, right? He's a photographer. He's a new grandfather. So a few things in his personal life that he was passionate about. They want to spend more time with. I suspect we'll see John kicking around the JD Edwards community for many years to come. But I hope I get to retire one day.
Well, John, if you're looking, thank you very much on behalf of the users. Another one, Larry. What happens if he retires?
You mean Mr. Ellison?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, of course, Mr. Ellison.
Personal first name.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The way Mr. Ellison is going, I may retire before he does. He seems to have an endless amount of energy and lots of ideas. Still very, very active overall in the business, and we're glad to have him.
That's good to hear. We mentioned the Internet of Things and the connectivity between all kinds of things. Actually, in Holland, 2 weeks ago, the government mentioned that wireless connection to the internet is one of the basic needs for a person. Something for America?
That's happening actually in some cities, not countrywide yet, but some cities, and certainly there are some that are proposing that. Look at information, data, access to information and data is really the lifeblood of the new economy. So it does make sense that it should be a core piece of our infrastructure. Now, how all that gets paid for, that of course is another topic.
Yeah.
But certainly, like I say, it is the lifeblood of our economy.
Yeah. And the
So
small,
I applaud the Dutch. I think it's a great move. I don't know, Bob, if you had something.
I would agree, absolutely.
yeah, I think the kids are already familiar with always connected.
That's right.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
on your
Always.
smartphone, always
Yeah.
connected, yes.
And hopefully they're using that again for, accessing great information and data to better their lives and careers and not just Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Well, I won't keep you up because it has been a long week. So thank you again for visiting us. As some kind of a dessert at the end of the week in Holland. Very nice to see you here again. Next year?
If you'll have me, and two, if I have anything to say about it, of course we'll be back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for the
It's a
invitation.
quality event, and if you are part of OBUG and you didn't make it, try to get here next year. It is a very quality event and class act, you people.
Okay, thank you very much. And for the users, stay in touch, join OBUG, and we'll hope to see each other next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Heering.